Hello friends, in the last lecture we were discussing the percentage concentration. Up to weight by weight I again revised that. Now we have to see the volume percentage. I am repeating this thing again. If we are taken 2 cm cube of the HCl in 98 cm cube of the water, then what will be the percentage? Of course it will again the 2% of the HCl solution. Weight by volume, if the 2 gram of, again I am taking, you will say the NaOH you are taking again and again. If the 2 gram of KOH we have taken, 2 gram KOH is dissolved in 98 ml of, or say 98 cm cube of water, then what will be the percentage? Of course it will again the weight will be there. Weight will be the 2 gram divided by, consider the 2 gram of KOH is dissolved in the 100 cm cube of the water, then 2 gram divided by 100 cm cube into 100, that will becomes your total, what we can say, the 2% will be there. It will become the 2% solution. Getting that point very well. Now the next part is expression of concentration in terms of molarity, normality, molality, likewise. First of all, we have seen we can express in terms of the percentage. Now we have to see the molar concentration. It is defined as the number of, what is said, it is defined as the number of moles of solids present in 1 dm cube of solution. What is 1 dm cube of solution? See there, number of moles of solid divided by volume of solution in dm cube, or say you can call it as a decimeter cube. Then how it will be there? Mass of solid divided by molar mass of solid into volume of the solution in cm cube into 1000 will be there. If you are taking for the dm cube, when you have to prepare it in dm cube, at that time you have to take multiply by the 1000. That formula you have to remember. It is a very simple formula. First of all, you have to take the number of moles. Now we are going to take, in the next part we are going to take the number of grams equivalent. What is there? Number of grams equivalent. That will gives you the normality. Are you getting that point? It is defined as the number of grams equivalent. You have to calculate the equivalent number. How equivalent number will be calculated? You know, simple. Again you have to take mass of the solute divided by equivalent mass of solute into volume of the solution in cm cube into 1000. That is a formula. How we can calculate the equivalent mass, or say equivalent number? See, equivalent number is nothing but the number of transfer of electron present in that particular salt, or say solution. If I am considering the NaOH, Na plus plus OH minus 1 electron transfer is there. That's why its molar mass and equivalent weight is the same. But I am taking another thing. Let's say consider that is your Na2CO3 K2SO4, likewise CuSO4. Getting that one? ZnSO4. In that there is the involvement of the 2 electron. How you can say 2 electrons are there? ZnSO4, Zn2 plus plus SO4 2 minus, means there is a transfer of 2 electron. Then we have to divide by the 2 to the molar mass of that particular salt. Then you will get the equivalent mass, or say equivalent weight. Are you getting that point? What I said? When we have to calculate the equivalent mass, or say equivalent weight, at that time we have to first of all calculate the equivalent number. How equivalent number will be get calculated? I said equivalent number is nothing but the transfer of electrons involved in that particular salt, or say when we dissolve that particular salt in the solution solvent, at that time there will be the dissolution, or say that salt will get dissolved into that particular solvent. At that time it is possible only when the electrons transfer is there. That means it will dissociated into its constituent ions. Let's say when we consider the example of the Na2SO4 sodium sulfate, we can take. At that time it will dissociate as twice Na plus plus SO4 2 minus. That 2 indicates there are the 2 electrons are involved here, means there is a transfer of the 2 electrons. Therefore what will be there? Therefore its equivalent mass can be calculated as mass of that particular salt divided by the number of electrons. Number of electrons are the 2, or say equivalent number is 2. The equivalent mass will be the corresponding according to, let's say I'm saying for the example, if the molar mass of that particular mass of that solute, molar mass of that solute is the 50 and the number of equivalents is the 2, then equivalent mass of that solute will be the 25. Then you will take 25 over here and you can calculate that particular thing. Getting that point? It is clear how you can calculate the equivalent weight or say equivalent mass. It requires the equivalent. First of all, we have to calculate the equivalent number for that particular salt present in that particular solution, and then only we can calculate the equivalent mass. Otherwise we can't. Remember this thing very well. Now the next term is the molality. See, there is a difference between the molarity and the molality. In case of the molarity and the normality, we are talking regarding the cm cube, means volume basis, and here we are taking the solvent in the weight basis, means number of moles of the solid dissolved per kg of the solvent. That is called as a molality. Molality is represented by the small m, molarity is represented by the capital M, whereas the normality is represented by the capital N. Now molality is defined as the number of moles of solute dissolved per kg of solvent. That is given in the formula form. Mass of solute divided by molar mass of the solute into the mass of the solvent in gram into 1000. You got this point well. First of all, we have seen this particular part. What was we have seen? Expression of the concentration in terms of the chemical units. There was a percentage concentration. In that we have seen the 3 methods for expression of the percentage. One was the weight percentage, second was the volume percentage, and the third one was the weight by volume. It is very simple to remember. Weight by weight is nothing but a weight of that taken weight of the solid, that will be in the gram, and the weight of the solution, that will be in the gram, into the weight of the solute divided by weight of the solution into 100. That will be the, in the bracket it will mention W by W, W by V, or V by V. At that time you can think that there is the weight by weight. If W by V is there, the weight by volume. If V by V is there, the volume by volume. Volume percentage, that is expressed in terms of the V by V, that is nothing but a volume of the solute present in the volume of the solution into the 100. Then weight by volume, that particular gram of the solid present in that particular volume, that is nothing but the weight by volume. That you have to remember well. There are the 3 basic methods to express the percentage concentration. That W by W, V by V, W by V. You have to remember it well. Don't forget these things, because in the numerical there will be the concentration of that particular substance, or say a salt, will given in the form of the percentage. At that time it is very much useful. That's why you remember this thing, either how that is given in the bracket, that is mentioned, clear cut mention that W by W is there, or say V by V is there, or say W by V is there. Please remember this thing well while studying this part. Now the next part we have seen the molarity, normality and the molality. In the molarity, number of moles of that particular solid present in dm cube of the solution, whereas normality, number of gram equivalents of solid present in the dm cube, 1 dm cube of the solution. This basic difference is there, number of moles, and here number of gram equivalents of the solids. And the third part we have seen, that was the molality. Molality is nothing but the number of moles of solid present per kilogram of the solvent. See these three terms, and previously three terms we have seen. Please prepare it well. We have to focus maximum on the numericals, because the two numericals will be there based on this lesson. While solving the numerical, you should know the basic formulas, and for this purpose these terms should be get cleared. And for this purpose I am repeating this part again and again. You have provided the concentration in terms of the percentage, and then you have to calculate the concentration of that thing. That's why percentage, concentration how comes, that is very much important. You have to remember it well, how it will get calculated, that you have to remember very well. What is given, what is not given, you think on this, and in the next lecture we will try to solve the numerical based on this particular part. Then I will try to complete this particular thing. Mole fraction. Mole fraction of any component of any solution is defined as the ratio of number of moles of that component present in the solution to the total number of moles of all the components in the solution. Therefore, the sum of mole fraction of all the components of the solution is always unity. Means if x1 or x2 will be there, mole fraction of the solid is x1, and the most of mole fraction of the solvent is x1, and the mole fraction of the solid is x2. At that time x1 plus x2 will be the 1. Always there will be the unity. You can see, you can experience that things in while solving the numericals, because MCQ purpose of view it is very much important. You have to remember that x1 plus x2 will be always 1. Means the sum of mole fraction of all the components of the solution is always unity. For two component system, mole fraction of the first component x1 is given by first component, we are always taking the solvent, and that's why n1 divided by n1 plus n2, number of moles of the solvent divided by total number of moles of that particular solution. There will be the solid plus solvent. If when we are talking regarding the solution, there will be the solid as well as solvent. Now mole fraction of the second component x2 will be the n2 divided by n1 plus n2. How we can calculate the n1 and n2? Yes, please. Number of moles, how we can calculate? Yes, please. Weight of this particular solid or say solvent divided by molar mass of that particular solid or solvent. That will give the number of moles of that particular solid or say solvent. Remember this formula very well. Then ppm and ppb, as we have seen in the FY, ppm is nothing but a mass or volume of the solute divided by total mass or say volume of the solution into 10 raised to 6, and in case of the ppb it will be the 10 raised to 9. That is the difference over there. Mass of the mass or say volume of the solid divided by total mass or say volume of the solution into 10 raised to 6 parts per million and parts per billion. Getting that point? That you have to remember well. In the again, see this only formula you have to remember well. Then based on this particular formulas, we have to see the next terms. See molarity and normality in terms of the density or weight percentage. Molarity M is given by 10 into D into percentage divided by M2. Normality is nothing but a 10 into D into percentage weight by weight divided by E2. E2 is nothing but the equivalent weight. M2 is nothing but the molecular weight. This formula you have to remember. Means we can easily calculate these things. Please remember this formula well. How you can calculate the molarity and normality from the percentages. You can find out either way or this way. By using this formula you can also calculate. First of all, you should know the number of moles of that solid and volume of that particular solution. You can calculate by using this formula also or by using that formula also. Which formula? That recently we have seen. Molarity is nothing but 10 into D. D is nothing but a density into percentage divided by the M2. And normality is nothing but 10 into D into percentage weight by weight divided by the E2. E2 is nothing but an equivalent weight for the normality and molarity. Molar mass should be there or say molecular weight should be there. Please remember this formula well. Based on this formula only, there will be the 2 questions. 2 numericals will be there of the 5 marks. Very simple numericals are there. You have to remember just the formula. Remember it well. Now you have the sufficient time to remember this, revise this. Please do the short part, small part daily. Every paper, there are the 5 papers. You have to give the, I think so, daily we are giving the half an hour lecture that consists of the one part of that particular lesson. You have to focus this part only for that day, and you can watch or say you can see that video on your own convenience. Repeat that, because whenever if you are not making the practice of this thing, then you will not become you will not feel that the chemical calculations are easy. If you have to solve easily, if you have to solve numerical based on this chemical calculation easily, then you should have to remember the formulas. It is very much important. As exam point of view, you have to remember this formula very well. These formulas are very simple. First of all, we have seen the percentage composition or say percentage concentration, then molarity, normality, molality, mole fraction, then parts per million and parts per billion, and then based on the density and the percentage, how we can calculate that particular normality and the molarity that we have seen. These 2 formulae means these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These are the very simple. Means only 11 formulas are there. That much formula you have to remember. Means you have to practice for this particular formula. See, it is very much simple and easy unit. You have to practice well. You have to remember the formula well. Then and then only it will very easy. Please practice it. This unit will be the more easy. Please remember this formula, while in the next lecture it will more comfortable, because we have to see the numericals based on these formulas. Please prepare all the part well. If you are having any difficulty, if you are having any problem, if you are not getting that part, you are welcome. You are free to ask queries on, I said, Google Classroom or on the Telegram group. by making the personal message to me. I will try to solve your query at my level best. Please prepare it well. Please focus on this particular part.